Out there today. I hope everybody's doing good and staying healthy and staying just on top of everything. I know it's summer. We're probably all out just doing our thing and having fun. So, today I wanted to show you something that actually can enhance that just a little bit without any of the fears and craziness sometimes we go through when it comes to the sun. So, this is actually a product that means a lot to me personally because skin cancer and things do run in my family. So, I have a fear of, going tanning or being out in the sun too long without all the SPFs and all that good stuff, which obviously, unfortunately, block that nice color that we all love. So I wanted to show you guys today this awesome self tanner. Like I can't even say it enough how great it is by Beauty by Earth. So this is the Mousse, and honestly, it's amazing. It's great. I mean, you can see, like, look at that color. Like, it is great. And I even have like tattoos and stuff, but you could see it clearly, that nice color. And I just put this on last night, and then you can see the difference. I mean, there's no doubt. I left this off, obviously, so I could show you guys, but you can clearly see the difference of that, compared to even my face where I have nothing on right now. But this color is so amazing. I love it. It's I was a little hesitant at first because of it being all natural. I was a little scared of the color. I didn't know what was going to happen. So this isn't a company that I've used before, so I was a little like, ooh, I wasn't sure. So I I read up on them a little bit, and I wanted to just kind of get to know the company a little bit better. But I mean, honestly, when it says it gives you a nice, beautiful glow, it does. It totally does. And the good thing about this one is that it can be layered. So you can keep putting it on if it's not dark enough for you. Like this to me is perfect for me because it looks more natural than anything. If I was to go too dark, obviously it wouldn't look right. So this one, though, is buildable, and it has an auto bronzer. So as soon as you put it on, you got a little bit of color going on. So that's awesome. I love it. So I want to show you guys, and also it takes about, like, I'd say for me actually, because I was pretty light at the time with COVID and everything last year, I didn't really go out much. We didn't go to beaches and things like that to where I would have had at least a little bit of color. So I would say actually within like 2 hours, I started noticing the color. But after like 4 to 6, I'd say it really set in. I could really see it. So it did not take much time at all. So it was a pretty quick process. And the other thing is it's all natural. You don't have to worry about all the weird stuff that they put in these things. I know usually they'll have like a weird, tanner smell. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Like that weird tanner smell, like someone has tanner on. So I always steered away because of that, but because this has all the awesome, is like chamomile extract, like root extract, and flower extract and all that stuff, it doesn't smell like that to me. I actually enjoyed the smell of it a lot, which was huge because I just can't do it. I don't know, it just makes me, I don't know, I'm weird like that with smells. So Beauty by Earth are definitely did their thing with this. And I wanted to show you a couple of ways that I actually apply this. Now you can use the awesome mitt, and this is great for big areas. So if you're going to do your stomach, your torso, your legs, I'd say definitely start with this. But for the areas that are harder to get to, like your elbows and your hands, I just wanted to show you guys a little trick. So I take just a little bit stiffer brush, and I go ahead and I just pump that on, and it goes on white too, which is crazy because usually ones with bronzers, at least in my experience, they have like that weird gray or brownish gray color to them. So what I do is on my hand, I will go ahead and in between all of the little creases there, I just go ahead and use kind of like I just brush down effect so that it looks more natural. When you do it with the brush, you can kind of get in to the areas naturally and not just like kind of, plopping it on top. So I think that it works a lot better using a brush. And then I just kind of bend a little bit to make sure I get in between. I just go around. Same thing with the wrist area, because that one's always a little weird too. You bend your wrist and you'd have like white marks. No one likes that. So that's not cute. So That's another good one. And the other thing too is I noticed it didn't stain my nails at all. Nothing. Like at all. So I was shocked by that because I've had ones before where I seriously like stayed away from them because they stained my nails like a weird yellow color even after washing them. So this does not do that. I will vouch for that for sure. So that's what I do. I just brush on in between. You know, I don't really go like a lot of pressure in between because I mean, naturally, that's not how you tan. So to give that now more natural look, you know, I just kind of feather it over it. So if that makes sense. So that's how I apply to those areas. Elbows, same, just bend and I'll kind of go around in between and then over again, same thing. So, and then, you know, the bigger part of the arm, then you can go ahead and put the awesome mitt on and kind of get the rest, you know, in there. And it's so quick. It's something you could do after you get out of the shower and just like, you know, if you want to quickly do it, it seriously does not take that long. Unless you're a pretty picky person. I'm kind of particular, so I like to go over areas probably way more than I should. But that's just how that goes for me. Now, normally this is $25.99. But if you go ahead and buy today, it's 24% off. So you're looking at $19.75, which is a steal for something like this. And also, one thing I want to touch base on is okay, so today I'm showing a couple of different products, and they're all the vegan, you know, natural side of things. Now, I'm an 80s baby. So for us, vegan and all natural was like a weird concept back in the day. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. If you were from that era, like your mom, you know, your grandma might have smelt like tea tree oil and like chamomile in a very weird way. So it was not something that we looked at as like, oh, beautiful. And you know, it can make you feel awesome and look great. And it was that weird stigma back in that time period of when I grew up. It just wasn't something that was heard of. You didn't really hear of, you know, vegan or all natural beauty products. When you heard of that stuff, it was mostly like, you know, some kind of weird, like, and I'm not trying to put labels out there. I'm just literally saying like, this is what it was, but it's more like this weird, like, you know, hippie type of thing. And you just like, I don't know. It just, that's what it was. So I have never really been, and they didn't seem to work as well back then, which obviously, you know, they've come such a long way. I prefer them over everything now. Seriously, like all my stuff has been, you know, totally transformed. Most companies are going vegan anyways, but these particular ones have already perfected. They're not even in that process of trying to figure it out. Like they've figured it out and nailed it. Beauty by Earth definitely has done their thing with all their products. I mean, I've heard nothing but great things, even with, you know, outside of their self tanners. Like I said, this, and look at this, the size of this thing. I mean, I've used it like probably 3 times, I'd say, since I've gotten it. And I just wanted to test like the length of, so for me, I would say this, the first time I applied it, it was only once. I didn't do any building or anything like that. It was over a week. It was like 10 days when I started kind of noticing a little bit. And the cool thing was it gradually went away. It wasn't this weird, like blotchy, like, oh God, now I have like patches on my knuckles and you're like trying to scrub it off. It gradually went away, which was again huge for me. That was huge. I don't like that. I don't want to put something on that's going to make me look like a crazy like lunatic later, like I didn't put all my makeup on or something. But so this is awesome stuff. I would definitely recommend it. You know, if you, and like I said, that like the bronzing that kind of just goes on, even with my hand, you can see it's a little darker than it was. It gives you that bronze effect right away, which again is so nice. So nice. So that's the Beauty by Earth. That's the self-tanning mousse. They do have a cream and they have a few other things too to check out. But like I said, all natural. This one's the medium to dark. I mean, look how cute that packaging is. That's one thing I love about these small companies is they take the time and the detail to like really want you to not only open up your package and go, wow, they like, this looks awesome. Like I would just set this on my shelf. It would look great just chilling on my shelf. So they've taken the time, you know, they've literally taken the time to like do everything they could down to packaging. I mean, they leave awesome notes. It's so cute. And they even have like, you know, you can check out their videos just by scanning it with your smartphone. I mean, look how cute that is. That is so cute. They got the B and the E on there, and it gives you all the instructions. You don't have to have little like pull out things and everything else. I mean, they covered everything. You know, you definitely want to exfoliate too before using this. So make sure when you shave, use a loofah or something a little bit more abrasive to like go ahead and exfoliate your legs. You want to do that first. That's definite. That's a must for that. The next thing, so that's that the auto bronzing mousse. So the next